What else could you say about the DEI colleges learning from each other, or what else needs to happen for it to be a viable, sustaining learning community?
Well, we talked about this again yesterday with the presidents of ways whereby we can share on a more systematic and a regular basis our best practices and what we're doing. I think that again, it's what I call heavy lifting. It requires a huge commitment to do this because a lot of people think it's going to cost more, and actually, if you get students through faster, it's going to save resources. I think this is also part of a critical part of education reform across the nation.
To that point, I was going to ask you how you were able to create, these new programs and new curriculum, and if it was the grant that pays for that, and colleges that didn't have that opportunity wouldn't be able to implement.
Yes, I think, as I said, I believe that the DEI has enabled us to move it faster. We were moving in that direction. Another change at the college has been the creation of a division of student success and academic advancement. And the difference between the division that we have and maybe some of the other institutions is that we don't just include developmental studies. I mean, I think that's a mistake. I mean, student success has a much broader connotation than developmental education. And so in the process of creating the new division with a dean, we reorganized student services. All of student services is in this division. The transfer function is in this division. So you've got another critical, element or critical component of success in the credential from, say, an associate to a bachelor's degree, and other areas such as mentoring, tutoring, all of those fall under the division of student success. In the area of career readiness, we award the career readiness certificates, which are, I think, nationally endorsed, certainly by the National Governors Association. And so that is done through workforce services, however. But in some of the programs, such as middle college, and I know I probably need to make a quick explanation because I think there must be 15 different definitions of middle college. Well, our chancellor came from New Hampshire, so this will be the New Hampshire imported to Virginia model. It is recent high school age dropouts, students 18 to 24 who have dropped out of high school. And the community college works with the school division and other community partners to encourage these students to come back and to come to the community college. And so it includes the GED completion. It includes the career readiness certificate, whether it be bronze, gold, or platinum. It includes knowing how to apply for financial aid. And it includes a very, very strong career awareness. I mean, that the student success skills course I alluded to earlier is included in that experience. And so the middle college graduate has, in a period of over a period of weeks, has completed, and again, it's self-paced. It's more of the module approach. And the middle college completer has completed his or her GED, has the career readiness certificate. If they choose to go into the workforce right away, has applied for financial aid, hopefully has applied and has been accepted by the college. That's not a big issue. And we make a big deal out of this because we have a completion ceremony, very much like a graduation, and we try to get as many faculty there as possible. We celebrate the success with the students and their families. Sometimes it's a grandparent, sometimes it's an aunt, sometimes it's a mother and a father, and we have different definitions now of families who support children. Sometimes it's it also includes foster parenting, and so it might be a foster parent there at that celebration. But that is another part of what we're doing to move the arrows in the direction of completing a credential. And a student like that, 18, 24, dropped out of school, many of them are first generation, that student needs to have something that they can point to that's a credential. And now we have middle college students who graduated 3-4 years ago, now graduating from Danville Community College. So that's the Virginia, New Hampshire model of middle college. Already we've scaled up in the following areas. One is the student success skills class. All curriculum-placed students must take the student success skills class, and it's of course just chock full of information. That's the only daunting part of our student success skills class, but it includes areas such as how just note-taking. It includes a section on a student's finances. It includes a section on academic integrity, and not getting and going down that road in the areas of plagiarism. It includes obviously getting to know what college really is, and there's a section on wellness, nutrition, which we think is important. We've added a component recently on where can you go in the community to get connected to an agency or an organization that can help you if it's something to do with your child care issues or transportation or something in the social services area. We try to make it a very simple connection for our students to link up with those organizations in the community, which can be very helpful in enabling them to have a support network out there. So that's been scaled up, and then, as I pointed out earlier, the fact that all students are now in developmental math, and now we're moving into the other developmental areas, are taking the module system. We did also introduce something else as a result of that, a movement to modules. And this is done all over the country, but we think it's worked well for DCC. And that is, we have semesters within semesters, the famous mini semester, where a student, this is to also address that issue where you still have students who want to register late. And so, and a lot of times, they don't have their financial aid in order. And so we'll tell them, well, there's a semester, if classes begin on August 22nd, let's say this fall, we'll say, well, we have a mini semester coming up on October 1st. And, you can get your financial aid done, you can get your advising done, you can get your placement test done, and you'll be ready to go on October 1st. But it's also for those students who have completed their sequence and they go from maybe the entire complement of math classes ready to go into their technical math or maybe their first year algebra. So the mini semesters have been, it actually has affected in a positive way our enrollment.
Well, it's,
And so that's scaled up.
that's great. It's really inspiring to hear.